Hey you guys, we're going to do a replacement serpentine belt on a 2014 Nissan Altima. And I'll show you what all you need and how you need to get it done. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you where the belt is. That's the alternator right there. It appears that something may have gotten caught in between the belt. I don't know if you can see it, but something down there got caught, so I got to pull it out and fix it. But it's a job that you have to do from the bottom. So you're going to have to take the tire off. Okay, I got the wheel off. Make sure you have some jack stands. I don't have any with me, so I just put the tire under it and left the jack under it. But I'll have to take this panel right here off. Just a few snap plugs. You basically, come hold this camera, please. Stick your screwdriver. There's a tool for this, but you can use a screwdriver. Or let me put this light down so I can. And you stick the tool up under the snap, pull the snap out like that, and then the whole plug will come out. Like that. You just snap under there, pull this part out, and then the whole thing. When you push it back in, you snap it back in like that. Okay, there's the belt. There's the crank shaft pulley. And what I'm going to show you is the tensioner pulley. You have to make sure you see the tensioner is right there. Let me get this light up. Tensioner is right there, but you don't screw into it. You don't try to. Your tensioner bolt is behind the tensioner there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me move this belt. There it is up there. It's in the back up there. It's I can't get my hand in there and show it to you, but it's that bolt up top over the round pulley there. That pulley, and then there's a bolt up top over it. Is where you have to do your put your tool on there and release the belt. But this poor little chipmunk, that's what got caught in the belt. The belt is actually still good. But I'm gonna put the other belt back on. The belt is actually good. It's not dry rot. Well, it's due for a change, so I'm gonna go ahead and change it.
Oh my God!
But it's really not that bad. But I'm gonna change it anyway while I got it apart, and I'll come back. Oh, and one other thing is, this serpentine belt has a way that it goes on. It has to go on in a certain way. So just make a mental note of how it goes on and what it goes around and everything like that. There's a few different pulleys in here. So you can always call your local auto parts store or your dealership and get the routing information on your belt. So usually if the belt was already on there, I'd make a mental note or draw a picture of the routing on it, and then I'll remember to put it back the same way it came off. But since this one was already off, I'll just figure it out, because I've done it a few times on different cars. But let's see if I can. Okay, there's it. The tensioner pulley. It's going to be a 17mm socket, and it's kind of tight, so it has to be a short socket. And you may have to put a breaker bar or something if you don't have a long ratchet or a long extension. I mean a long ratchet or a long breaker bar or something like that. You have to get you a little pipe and put over it. I'll see if it's too tight, I'll have to use a part of my jack handle just to put over the handle of the ratchet and pull on it. But that's it, and I believe it turns clockwise. And I'll see if I can get my hand in there and show it to you. It's real tight, like I said. Let me just get the ratchet in there. You gotta position yourself so you can work upside down. But I'm like a game dog. I fight good on my back. Let me get it in there. It's tight. It's a tight fit. Alright. There it is. And yeah, let me see it. That's it. It's on there. And you turn it clockwise. You can see it releases the tension. If you turn it that way, I hope you guys can see it. But that's it. So I'll put the belt on and then I'll release the tension in order to tighten it up. And there should be a plug back there. I can stick something in it to hold the tension on it, but I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna put the belt in from the top because it's easier that way. Because you know it has to go over the alternator. It has to go around the AC pump, the air conditioning pump. It has to go around the crankshaft, and it also has to go around the pulley itself and around the water pump. The water pump is directly under the alternator. See the alternator there? The alternator there. The water pump is directly under it. And then there's the crankshaft is on the bottom half over there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show it all to you again. But just saying that to say I'm gonna put the belt in from the top because it's easier. So just drop it down from the top, secure it on the alternator, and then I'll go on the bottom and put it around the AC pump and everything else down there. And I'll just pull it on down and put it exactly where I need it. And I'll come back. Okay, you guys, just showing you guys how I had to improvise on this. I don't know if you can see it, but hold on a second. I had to use a socket on the end of a long extension to put on the end of the ratchet so I can pull it because it's pretty tight, and then I'll be able to get the belt on the way I need it, because the ratchet is too short for me to get some leverage on it, so I just had to improvise. But I'll come back. I got the belt routed. I just need to get it all the way on each one of the pulleys and over the tensioner. So I'll finish that and come back. Okay, you guys. Yeah, it just started up for me. I got the belt on, got the tensioner on. I got it on the tensioner and everything. And now I'm gonna make sure it started up, make sure everything is good. Start it up, babe. Hold on, let me hook the battery. Okay, make sure you guys have a battery charger or a jump box or something, because when the belt breaks, it automatically runs off the battery and it drains the battery down, especially at night when the lights are running. In these cars, the lights run all during the day and at night. So you see, it only has 11 volts, so we needed to have 12 volts. Go ahead, babe, start it up. Alright, let's see how that belt is working pretty good. That means it ain't off nowhere. Make sure you want to check check and make sure it's on all your pulleys. But if you would have started and it would have been crooked, it could have either come off or it went on. Sometimes they'll go on if they're a little bit crooked, but you want to check to make sure that they're not before you even started. But anyway, that's it. The belt didn't break. Actually, a chipmunk or something got in it and caused it to come loose. Sorry, poor little chipmunk, but he gone. And if you need to change your oil, there's your oil filter. So you just take that black cover off again and empty your oil filter, and then the bolt, the nut for it is at the bottom. You just unscrew it and bring it out. So you get 2 for 1 today. Y'all be safe.